We didn't really talk a lot about Phoenix. We didn't talk about New Orleans.
Okay, let me tell you, who's the best player in Phoenix?
Kevin Durant.
Wrong.
Devin Booker?
I think it's Devin Booker. Kevin Durant scored 60 points in a game this year.
No, but I've seen him do it in the playoffs. Not 60, but I've seen him do really well.
Booker was great in the playoffs last year.
Elimination game.
I know, but Booker was great in the playoffs last year. Averaged like 40 a game. I think Devin Booker is the best player on the Suns.
I disagree.
I think for them to get far, they need to make Booker the number one
I
guy.
disagree.
You're telling me that they're going to, like, if Devin Booker was just with Bradley Beal,
With no Kevin Durant. You think that he could carry that team?
I
No,
think
you
without
need Kevin Durant.
I think without Booker, Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal could carry that team. That's how.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
We've seen Kevin Durant. Harden and Kyrie got injured, and Kevin Durant almost single-handedly brought the Nets past the Bucks by this much on the line in 2021. By himself, he did almost without Harden and Kyrie.
Yes,
And now I feel like he's more efficient.
he is, and it helps that he has two really good players next to
And
him.
he's playing center sometimes, defending
Book is playing
guys.
point guard a lot of the time. Book is shooting well. Like
I'm not saying Devin
like
Booker's
look at Devin
bad.
Booker's
I'm just
numbers.
saying,
I know people.
I think Kevin Durant.
I'm
is
going
more
against the norm.
impactful.
I think right now Devin Booker is the best player on the Phoenix Suns.
Okay, that's fine. I
I just think right now he's the best player on the Phoenix Suns. I think right now if you make him the number one guy for the playoffs, you can get far.
disagree.
Who was the number one guy in their playoff run in 2021? Devin Booker.
DeAndre.
It was Devin Booker. Okay. Who wasn't on that team? Durant. Okay. Durant was on that team last year,
Yeah.
and he was great, but Booker was better in the
Why
playoffs.
don't you go to Game 6?
Okay, that's one game. That's
That's
one
a
game.
pretty
Booker was
crucial
better.
freaking game.
Booker does suck in elimination games. But Booker is the best player.
and he gets bullied on defense too. Kevin Durant can hold his own against some guys.
Kevin Durant is 34, though. He won't be able to hold his... You don't want him trying to play defense the whole game, bro. Like, he's old. You don't want him to play defense. He's had numerous injuries. You don't want... My point here is you don't want Kevin Durant to have to carry you because of the Achilles injury. You don't want him to have to try and
Well, of
LeBron
course you don't want to have to, but I think he can. Like Booker was out against Utah the other night, and Durant just absolutely obliterated Utah without
And
him
when Durant's out, Booker can get 60.
And lose. Because I've seen it before.
It's not his fault they lost, though.
I'm just saying Kevin Durant's more impactful to the Suns than Devin Booker is.
That's
I disagree.
Oh, that's okay.
I think it's Book. We can agree to disagree. I mean, most people will agree with you. They'll look at like, oh, Kevin Durant,
Kevin Durant has
top
more
50
points
player
per
all
game.
time.
He has more rebounds per game. His true shooting's higher.
He doesn't have more assists per game.
Okay, because he's not a point guard.
Look,
He's always close. He's averaging 6 assists per game. Yes, he is. I mean, and defensively, he's been better than.
Go down.
What?
Durant's he's shooting 46% from three. All right, I changed my mind. Durant is their best player. You're right.
Dude.
Once I saw, I didn't know he was shooting
Higher free throw
46%
percentage,
from three.
higher 3-point percentage, higher true shooting percentage,
Hey,
higher points per game.
rarely. Well, I stand by my take. How they're to win a championship, they're gonna have to. Book is gonna have to step up and be the number one guy. I stand by that. Durant's gonna have to be a very efficient 25+ point per game too, in my opinion. I don't think it can be vice versa because he's getting older. He gets exhausted. We saw that last year. He had that injury. Remember?
Yeah.
Like he was not 100% in a few of those games. But I will stand by it. Their best player, you're right. Rarely are you going to change my mind on camera, but I'm just looking at those stats is like kind of crazy. I've watched it. I've watched him cook.
Yeah, like
Maybe I'm not seeing enough of the Booker 16-point games. Like I'm watching only the 60-point games,
There's
you know?
times where you just let Kevin Durant do what he does, and it's like, okay.
Vice versa. I mean, they're good.
No, I'm not saying that Booker's bad. I'm just saying Kevin Durant's the key to that team winning the title.